Hello viewers, this is Tez Doctor97 presenting you another video in the series of the Berwick Saga Tier list. Today we're going to complete the tier list and make sure we finish the low and complex tier list. There's only around this many units left, so let's begin with the first unit, Ruby. Well, Ruby isn't particularly a bad unit, but she starts at level 1, so it's a pain to raise the promotion, I guess. But she's a lot easier to raise in Albert, of course. You just need to put her against units that don't have access, I guess, at early on. So just bring her a shield on a first mission and she'll easily level up a shield rank, I guess. Anyway, let's go to the Discord server to check her info. Okay, here is the Discord server I've been using. It's basically my server for hacks, but well, I did put a bot channel specifically for spamming bots, and it comes in handy for these situations. Anyway, Ruby. Oh, come on. I just want to check the stats. Okay, we're back. Here's Ruby. Her base stats: 4 strength, 5 defense, 7 speed. Well, she might reach. No, she's not gonna reach Counter Strike. Anyway, not that it matters. Her weapon ranks are pretty damn incredible. The shield rank is a bit low on the low side, but it's still decent enough, I guess. Anyway, she has Paragon. It goes away after she reaches level 10. She has Axe Bane, which means she gets XOR against axes. She can throw spears like Adel or Leon if she reaches level 9, which will easily reach. Adept is unlikely, but if you do reach it, she has a high chance to proc it. Like, she can't just lances, but at 80% sword growth and 90% spear growth, it's a very high chance she'll be able to proc it. If you reach level 17, that is, and you don't particularly need Adept anyway because you can use a Night Sword at that point. Anyway, let's do it again. The other one page went off, so I want to check her recruitment conditions and show it to you. Yeah, here you go. She joins at the first map second mission. I mean, that's a mercenary first mission. She joins after Knight's Pride, which is pretty easy to achieve. Just need to raise it to level 10 and happiness 11, which both conditions will easily reach if you push her to level 10. And Clifford is never gonna die unless you be careless, so you don't have to worry about that. So promotion levels, getting her to 20 swords and 20 spears is easy, and 20 small shield is technically easy, but you just need to expose her to anything other than an axe and she'll reach there pretty easily. Anyway, that should be it for Ruby. Okay, the next unit is Enid. Well, she starts as a fencer and she can promote into a fire mage, which is a pretty powerful magic tome. It has high might, high accuracy, and it's a truck and has high accuracy, so if she promotes into a fire mage, she's going to be pretty damn good on the offensive side. Anyway, let's go to the Discord server to show her details. Okay, here is Ennard. She has Paragon. She has Charisma, which is basically like Reese's skill, but it has a higher range at 5 tiles and it boosts hit rate by 5, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, sword rank is pretty impressive and she comes in with a lady sword, so she can hit stuff pretty hard. And her magic growth, you have to get 5 magic for the promote, so it's a pretty easy task to reach. Just give her a magic potion and regular levels at level 2 and level 6, and that's the earliest point you can promote in it to a flame fencer. I mean, if you don't care about that, just give her a magic potion regular and she'll eventually reach promotion level if you keep leveling her up. Anyway, the earliest you can reach her promotion is at level 6 if you rig, that is, and it's pretty easy to rig. Just use the save tiles, just give her a level up at turn 5, I guess, at turn 10, and you'll easily reach her level. Anyway, you need to reach chapter 8 at least, and Percival is alive. You gotta be a bit careful with Percival, but other than that it's fine. Anyway, let's check out Palace Slayer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is basically a one shot and anything that's weak against it or has chip damage, and there's no way you're going to miss a 90% hit, so it's basically a nuke if you do get it to. And she has 39 magic, so anything that's below 39 HP is gonna get one shot, especially since magic is a non-existent stat in Berwick Saga. And that's basically a rest stat. Okay, so and it's a nuke, got it. But you don't need to reach a promotion level. It is gonna take a while if you don't rig for it, and you might not even reach it if you don't. It's not guaranteed that you reach it if you don't rig, so just rig. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Trust me, yeah. You don't even have to use her, so if you do focus chant, it's gonna basically nuke any unit, I guess, that has below 42 HP or something. Okay, we'll check it out. BV skill. She's never gonna mess with a focus chant in Palestine. Yeah, you get around 10 to 30% of a mat, or 10 to 30. You're gonna get 3 to 9 might. There's no way she's on one shot with it. You get a focus chant. Anyway, let's go on to the next unit. There you go, Esteban. Well, Esteban is an interesting unit. He has high potential, but I don't know if you're gonna reach it in the game. Like, he gets aim at level 15, he gets pursued at level 20, which means he can double any unit if he has 5 AS more than the other unit. He can use knives to venture in a pinch, I guess. He has extra vision, a fog of war. But he starts at a low level, so he has difficulty using the good bows, I guess, compared to Sylvis and all the other bow units you might have at this point. Like, his bow skill is pretty decent too, I guess. Anyway, let's go check him out in a Discord server. Okay, here is Esteban. Oh, aims to level 15 and Percy to level 20. He's such an incredible 20 boss. I don't think even Sylvis has it at that point. And he has an 80 bow rank, and I think it caps at 30 maybe. So he's gonna hit a cap pretty soon. And he gets swords at level. He's gonna promote at 15 if I remember right. So enemy stats 5 strength, like he can counter strike with a knife I guess pretty easily. Like you don't have to worry about counter striking for him if he wants to do that, that is. Anyway, his promotion requirements, recruitment, sorry, I mean, talk to him at Christine on 3M, that's the event I guess of recruiting him as a mercenary. The permanent event is you need to move the city event added as West at chapter 3, then deploy him at 6M on the front lines without being captured, so he doesn't need to be crippled and captured at 6M, and you have to deploy him 6M. And during night 9M you need to open a castle gate and do the event I guess. After completing 9M, Esteban's happiness will reach 5+. He doesn't need to deploy it in 9M, so just raise his happiness to 5. It's a pretty easy requirement if you keep using him. And in a more you a city event called Man's Navit, I guess. You'll recruit him at 9M if his happiness is at +5. He gets a bow, recruit him permanently, talk to or defeat Sophie in chapter 9M, I guess. Deploy him at 10-2 and capture Lavelle. Okay, get this weapon if you capture Lavelle at 10-2. A side mission. Anyway, let's check out the Pass Canyon. Here you got 10 my bone, 90 hit, 7 weight. Yeah, forget a rank, no one's gonna use it and just reach level 30 or Silversly just level 23. It has a 1 to 2 range is typical for a bow and it has a pretty good durability. Oh, it gives +6 defense, gives fire damage, 50 -4 skill. Oh, it's a devil weapon, got it. It's a devil weapon, but it gives +6 defense, so you can just equip it in a pinch and Esteban is gonna dodge and defend like a champ. You don't even have to use it, I guess. Well, it's a devil weapon. It's a risky weapon, but it's kinda nice to have in a pinch. Anyway, that should be it for Esteban. Let's move on to the next unit. Okay. The next unit is one of my favorite units in Berwick Saga Marcel. He is basically a knight without a damn weaknesses, I guess, to hammers and all. He is one of the few units he can use a large shield, so just get him a nice shield other than a leather large shield. Those break pretty quickly and you train on your funds. Other than that, that's fine, he'll be fine. Anyway, let's go to the Discord server to show how he performs. He's a free unit too, so like you can just deploy him and he'll be fine. Like his only flaw is that he needs to reach level 15 to increase the movement to 4. He has 3 movement at base, and most infantry units have around 4, so you're fine with 4, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to the Discord server bot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, here's Marcel. He has 31 HP, 7 defense, 9 defense. Like, he'll take hit even without a large shield in most cases, but it's a kind of a nice thing to have. 7 speed. Yeah, I can't count speed because of large shields, but it's kind of nice to have. And 0 magic, can't take magical hits. Yes, shield fair, which means he gets an extra chance to block, and his large shield skill is pretty impressive at 70%, so once he reaches 40 above in his large shield skill, he'll easily block most of the time. Anyway, he can guard a unit in the print if you want to protect a certain unit. With a large shield, he can pretty easily shrug off a hit. And yes, to start, he gets an extra move at level 15. Anyways, recruitment conditions. Just complete 5 and keep all the green units alive, basically. And he gets a preferred weapon called a Z-handed map 8-2. Z-handed is basically a weapon that lets him double, I guess. But anyone can use it once it reaches level 20, so it's not a particularly restrictive weapon. There you go, edge is 17 might sword with blade, with 50 hit, that's kind of decent for Berwick Saga. And it has a B rank durability, so it's not gonna break that quickly, and it gives an extra strike for Marcel with 17 might and 9 strength and an additive strike. Marcel is gonna kill most failure units, and if the unit is bulky, he can just use a stronger blade and he'll be fine. Anyway, let's move on to the next unit. Okay, the next unit in the tier list is Adel. Well, Adel joins at 1M, so he has perfect availability. The issue is his spear growth rate is absolutely crap like Albert, so he's going to have a hard time promoting. But on the bright side, he has only one of these spears to use, so he'll be fine. He can reach it eventually if you use him a lot. So just deploy him on more missions until reach level 30. 30 spear skill, and it'll be fine with him. If you want to push him to promotion, that is, like, it's not worth it giving him a promotion. Like, Clifford is 31 spear skill anyway. He's not gonna surpass that easily. Anyway, let's move on to this Discord server part. Discord server. Okay, encoding overloaded. I don't know what is gonna skip on a this video with no animations, but I'll just do it anyway. Adel. Like, here's a love story in Berwick Saga. That's kind of nice. But shopkeeper's daughter. Anyway, he can use a fork potentially. He can throw spears if he doesn't want to avoid counter attacks. He is the only unit as vantage, so if he has A is greater than the enemy unit, while equipping a spear. That is, he's got to counter strike first and make sure they avoid hitting him, which works the total opposite of his small shield skill. His small shield skill is pretty incredible though, so he's easily gonna reach at 30 spear level, small shield level. I think it's shield fed too, so he's easily gonna block and take a hit, so he's not going to need advantage eventually. This spear grenade is a headache, that's at the bottom. Yeah, you see, you need to reach 30 spear, but then that's gonna be a pain. Even Albert has 20, so you get the idea how bad it is. You'll reach other conditions pretty damn easily. Anyway, we'll just check out Vantage, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Vantage is a pain to use, but if it hits, then you can counter attack at 0 range and has more raised than enemy are going to strike first. And if an enemy has a shield, I don't think that eel is gonna deal damage if it doesn't equip the right spear. Like, his strength isn't that impressive. He'll reach counter strike though. I don't know if you can actually use it or it's pure with his strength level ups. Anyway, let's move on to the next unit. Anyway, the next unit is Derek. You don't get his name until you recruit him, so the community calls him as 150G as a joke. Anyway, if you need to hire him, it's pretty damn cheap at 150 gold. Like, he has his flaws, but early on he has mercy, so you can use him in cripple units, especially since axes have a high might. So if you injure a unit, it's pretty easy to use him to cripple, I guess. And he has 12 defense at base, so he can take hits all day. Especially since he can equip a large shield. And he's the first one you can get who can equip a large shield anyway, so it's worth it, I guess, in early on at least, until you get Laurentian for the crippler. Laurentian is expensive anyway, so if you can use them without any terrain issues on maps, bring him to a map, I guess. Like, you can bring him to most maps and he'll take hits and it'll be fine. Like, he doesn't even need a level, since he can set up Kilted Mercy too, so that's kinda nice. You don't want to use him a lot, but it's kinda nice to have him. Just saying. Anyway, let's move on to the Discord server. I already set him. Okay, here is Derek. He has 6 strength, 12 defense. Nothing is gonna hit him if they don't have a lot of strength, bypass 12 defense. However, he can't cross terrain like volatiles, and he has 3 moves, so you want to keep that in mind. He has axe guard, so he can parry without a shield in a pinch. And he can throw axes like hand axes and francisers if you want him to. Dean can do it too, I guess. Anyway, let's check him out. Gotta put up Derek again. Recruiting him is pretty damn easy, just need to use his happiness, but You might want to be careful if you want to do that, because you don't get a good stuff you get when interacting him with the library, and once you recruit him you don't get those stuff anyway, so you want to wait until you get the Eagle's Brace at the very least at chapter 5, I think. You get a Night Sword too if you wait a bit longer, so you don't have to use them anyway. It's not, you don't have to use them because you just need to raise his happiness to level 3 plus. Just deploy him in some side missions and you'll reach it, or just hire him, you'll reach it too, by the way. And it needs to promote those, so the quicker the earliest you can get him is at 8M, I guess, at the end of 8M or around 8M. So you're definitely gonna get an Eagle's Race. If you wait a bit more, you'll get a Night Sword too. That's kind of nice. Anyway, that should be it for Derek. Okay, the next stylist in the list is the complex stylist, and these are the last few units you have in the game. Anyway, Saphira joins pretty early on. The issue with her is she promotes after a side mission in chapter 12, and she always comes in with a suit orb, so you want to hire her for a side mission, especially since the healing orbs are a bit limited in numbers, so using her will just essentially give her a free suit orb for every side mission, every chapter. Anyway, and you need to, recruiting her is pretty easy. Just give her 1 happiness before the side mission, the game even reminds you, so you're not gonna miss it. Anyway, let's go on to the Discord server to just show you what his stats are. Anyway, here is Saphira. Like, you don't have to give a shit about his strength and defense. Like, she has miracle, she has a chance to survive. Her light growth skills are at 0, but she has an 80% growth rate, and she will cap it pretty easily, so you don't have to worry about a light skill. Anyway, her magic is incredible at 5, and she will get plus for magic, so you don't have to worry about that. She has robust plus, so she can't be crippled, and if you want to heal her in a pinch, you can use imbues, so that's kinda nice. That is if you get a hit. Anyway, she gets resistor and silence and promotion. We'll check those pretty soon. I don't think you can move before using imbue, so you have to stay still if you use imbue. Anyway, she get it at chapter 4. After completing 12-1, and happiness is +1, which is pretty easy to get if you deploy her on a side mission. You'll get it pretty easily. You don't need to save all the women in 12-1, and you have to do it anyway because you want to recruit Owen and Percival. She gets the Starlight Tome after promotion, but you get a tome after completing 7-1 Ancient Treasure. Anyway, we'll check all the stuff soon enough. Okay, let's start with the skills. I'm pretty sure resistor gives a +5 resistance to all units within 3 tiles. So you want to bring her because late game there are a lot of dark mages and most units don't have any magic stat at all to speak of. Yeah, see, that is a powerful boost, especially in a game with low stats. You take 5 less damage from magic, which is kinda nice. Anyway, silencer. Well, I guess that's a skill. It is a huge cooldown of once in 10 turns, but it seals all dark magic until the next turn, next action of the unit, so it's kinda handy to have, I guess. Just in case resistor doesn't work. This is going to save your ass if resistor is not going to be enough. Anyway, let's check out his Starlight Dome. I'm sure it's a pretty high my dome, but I'll just check it out just in case. Yeah, you see it's high my dome, it regards to MP per map, so it's a pretty damn powerful dome with its accuracy. Got it. Like she doesn't one shot, but it's close enough, and she has Holy for Vantage, so like she can avoid getting hit, especially since she is versatile, so she can switch around orbs pretty easily. Anyway, that should be it for Saphira. Anyway, let's check out her other stuff. I just want to show it. Oh, never mind. I did show it off, but I didn't mention all the benefits. But she caps the light level at level 30, I mean 30 points. And she promotes the late, so you might want to avoid using her once she reaches level 30 skill points in light magic. I mean, just if you are obsessed with a number, if you don't care, just use her for a free suit orb at least. Like, the cost is kinda random, but it's generally gonna be below 400, I guess, for the most part. Anyway, that should be it for Saphira. Anyway, the next year is Parameters. Like, she is an incredible unit. She gets a mount, she can heal, she has swords. She also is the only unit that joins at Pursuit base, which means if she has 5 AS more than the enemy, she's always going to double. And if Esteban gets her at level 20, which is probably never gonna reach, she has it at base. Her offense and healing magic is incredible. She's a versatile unit to have. Just bring her, I guess, in every map she joins, and you won't regret it. Like, she can't use a mount endos, but who cares? Anyway, she has a late joining time, so that's the only reason I keep her on complex. Anyway, let's check her out in a Discord server. Here you go. She's pursued. She's versatile. She can injure units. She can hide in forests. She can heal herself with MU. And she is definitely going double at 17 speed. There is no doubt about it. Anyway, let's check her recruitment conditions. Just commit to will 1 hit and guard, and if Saphira is recruited, she will get her. It's pretty easy condition. And since she can equip shields, she can also equip accessories, so that is kind of nice. Like, she's not going to go that much since she's at level 16, but she can use a Night Sword on a bench. Like, if she wants to do an arrow strike, and she's gonna kill most units with that. Anyway, that should be it for parameters. So light rotate isn't that great, but it's a 33. Who needs it to be higher? Like, she's just gonna use it for healing anyway. Anyway, the last unit in this game is Lynette. We'll just go to her after this. It's technically Vester, but he's a unit who you can use for one main mission and he just escapes, so you don't have to worry about him. Let's check out Lynette after this. Okay, here is Lynette. Like, she is an archer and she is a thunder mage in one combination. Like, she is incredible. Like, she can ship a 2 range with bows or magic. She gives you a defender skill. I think she probably has charisma too, if I remember right. She also has mercy to set up kills. You're not gonna cripple any unit at that point of the game. I mean, crippling is gonna be nice with extra tools, like against the Chancellor in the last mission, but it's unnecessary. Like, she can easily cripple with a lightning tome, I guess. Anyway, let's check out his stats and his skills. Okay, here is Lynette. 5 strength, 9 magic. She is much better with magic. She can use swords too, she can use bows too, she can use thunder magic too. Like, she is pretty damn good. Like, she can even use a night sword, so like, she's much better off in magic. But we'll take care of the skills. She's magic bane, so magic is not going to hurt her. I want to check all the skills, I guess. Palace Serenia and Serenia bows, so we'll start with the items first. -24, 90 hit, 102 range, so she is going to counter attack in any range. It has 10 uses though, so you want to use it carefully. And it costs 2 MP, so it is not going to even break. And she joined at 14, so you don't even have side missions after 12, I think. Anyway, let's check our Serenia bow. 9 might, 70 hit, 3 weight, 1 to 3 range. That's fine. It is extra range too. It's kind of cool. It's gonna break a bit quickly though, so you want to use it a bit carefully. But other than that, it's fine. Anyway, let's check how it skills. Okay, come on. Okay, let's start blessing. Okay, so she regens HP of all her allies within 3 range. That's kinda nice. It's not guaranteed, but it's kinda nice to have on a bench. Anyway, let's check out Charisma. I'm pretty sure it's plus 10 hit. It's a bit weaker, but it's kinda nice to have. It stacks too, so it goes well at Reese's commander skill. Mercy is pretty obvious, Magic Beam is pretty obvious. I want to check Protectors plus 5 defense within 3 tiles. I want to check our bond. I'm pretty sure it's a skill that prevents Reese and her from getting crit adjacent to each other, but I want to check it out just in case. 100 crit when adjacent. That, I mean, Reese is going to kill you also with that skill. And it's pretty good since she uses Thunder Magic and bows anyway, so yeah, just keep Reese and her next to each other and they're gonna wreck stuff. Anyway, that should be it for the star list. I'll just show the final star list before ending the video. Okay, here is the final star list. Clifford, Volo, Sherpa, Laurentia, Dean and Sherlock on the top. Reese, Ward, Arthur, Owen, Percival, Izerna, Zen, Faramir and Albert Thai. Give me a second, I forgot to meet his name again. My apologies. Anyway, Igina, Taddy, Christine, Silvis, Alvina. Could put it high, but are availability issues. If you don't care about availability, she's an easy high down. Doward, Kramer, Faye, Axel, Leon and Burroughs at mid. Ruby could be easily at mid, but like you got a razor, so which isn't that hard, but you got a razor still, so she's alone. Ruby, Enid, Esteban, Marcel, Edel and Derek. Finally, a complex star is Saphira, Parametis and Leonard. All 3 of these units are incredible. It's just that they get all the skills or they're available at the end game, so that's something you want to consider. Anyway, this should conclude the Berwick Saga Tier list. Thank you for sticking with me. If you like my video, consider liking it, sharing it, and subscribing to our channel. Here's hoping my tier list will help future Berwick Saga players play in a better way and encourage more people to play Berwick Saga. And for all of Fire Emblem YouTubers who are a huge subscriber count, please, I request you, play Berwick Saga. I want this game to be famous. Well, I'll eventually do it once I get a better computer, of course, but still, if you can do it, anyone with the high subscriber count, please do it. I'll be grateful. See you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.